the information if parallel has.
For 3 hours, the DPP was taken to task by the senators to explain the legal challenges in prosecution of corruption and economic crimes that have made it so difficult to match the rate of conviction with the number of files submitted to him by the EACC.
We shall not bow to any pressures whatsoever until we are satisfied that there is evidence for us to prosecute. Because I will not take a case that I know I will fail and thereby fail the Kenyan people.
Despite dramatic raids and arrests by the EACC, DPP Haji sees gaps that make it difficult for the cases to end up in conviction.
It's unfortunate that this has to come out here, but the truth of the matter is that there were gaps, and there are gaps, and there's no two ways. And where there are, we will point out and return to the EACC to ask them to do further investigations and to bring the evidence required.
I am persuaded that you actually do not need EACC to successfully prosecute corruption in Kenya. These gaps are deliberate.
A better approach would be for us to be with them as they investigate and guide. And that's what, moving forward, we are planning to do.
With all the challenges, the senators convince it's time to change tack.
Wouldn't it then make more sense that these investigators should really be under the DPP or work in that office versus the two different agencies?
Whether we want to go that way, it will require a constitutional, amendment.
Hours later, he appeared alongside EACC's CEO to clear the air. The commission keen on defining a track record not known to many.
Why don't you also acknowledge the progress we've made in the last few years? 2012-2013 financial year, we had only about 5 cases concluded in court. I'm not talking about conviction or acquittal. In the last financial year, I've told you there were 33. This year, we have nearly 40, and the year is not yet over. So can you also paint some level of a positive picture of the work that is happening in this country?
I have not said that there's a capacity problem or, investigative inability within the EACC. What we acknowledge is we all have challenges.
For several years, EACC has been a soft target, termed by many as the stumbling block in the war on graft. The statements by the DPP provoking an institution to come to its own defense. Whether this wins them public confidence is a matter that can only be measured against their performance. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.